menopause. My mind says no, but my body says yes.
My mind's telling me no, but my body.
Hello, my friend. When he walks in the room, I was like, oh shoot. Maybe it's like a T-Rex. Like maybe if you don't move, he looks beat up. I feel the way he looks. I wish I didn't feel things sometimes. Okay, this is the morning after pill. The morning after, and I did eventually fall asleep. It was like 4, and it's noon. So I'm just now going to my parents, and I'm going to hang out for the last couple hours with my sister and her husband and her family, and yeah. So we survived. That's what the whole point of this story is, that even though like you feel like you died, and I swear, sometimes you don't know like you're gonna make it, even though you know you're gonna make it. If that makes sense. It just feels so overwhelming. It's weird. I wish I didn't feel things sometimes. Anyways, so we're here, and I guess thoughts this morning. I don't know if I'll keep that recording up, but for now I will, because I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna help. Like, I'm guessing, does it help to see you crash out? Like, one day, well, like once you accomplish more and more, then like, oh, that's helpful because they can see that that's a reality, that happens. But if you're like in the middle, they're gonna be like, dude, grow a pair, grow up, and get over it. And so that's why I'm like, it's got to just find the right people, because if not, it's just like, I don't get it. Like, dude, calm down. And unless you're going through the same thing, you're just not gonna. You can't have true empathy. You're just like, that sucks. You're gonna go somewhere else, So I voice recorded. I just did a lot of meditation, and I do like this weird routine thing. I don't know if I'll record that, I'll ever show that, because there's like powers and rituals. That's why religion uses them. I like ingrain things. I don't fully understand really how patterns of 3 and this and that, like why the brain's like, yay, I'll remember this, I'll hold on to this, or I'll give more power to this. It's just kind of doesn't make sense to me, but that's why you see it everywhere. I feel beat up. I guess that's what I want to document. It's like I feel beat up, and I feel like rested but not rested, right? So welcome to life. You just feel like your body knows it just went through, like it was like put through the ringer, like whew, like I'm mentally strained, and I really wish there's one gym I found that might be open. There's a chance. I called them and it just rang, so that's like not promising. But I am beat up, but I'm alive, and I want to show that you can too. Obviously, if you have work tomorrow and all this stuff, like we all do it, we get up and we keep going. It's now 12:01. This seems like a repeat of 12 hours ago. 12:02. The battles in your mind, geez. And it's weird because like, the negative spirals, right? And so like that's why I try to like stay out of there, right? But like my mind's like already thinking like, dude, then you gotta go work, you gotta meet the fat mother freaking drunkard boss, and play nice and all this stuff. And so it's like it's already stressing about the upcoming days, and this is why people stay in the loop, because it's like they're just surviving. And I'm trying to break out of the matrix in that sense, right? And it's hard. Like I mentioned last night, your reality hasn't really changed, but your mindset has. So it's like, even I mentioned the butterfly things, it's probably like hard to understand the butterfly caterpillar thing. Like, I'm not saying like it's weird. Like, it's not like you're leaving, like your like family will always be there, but like you'll see who really sticks around, right? You'll see who really cares, I guess. It's like you'll see who really tries enough to understand, and then if they don't, like they just don't, like they but like a powerful relationship allows space, right? But allows room for the individuals to grow for the individuals to go through metamorphosis, even if you don't understand the changes, right? And that's what I liked about relationships. That's what I would like about having kids, is I realize the battle in that. Like, I realize how difficult that would be, because people are changing before your eyes. It's slow, and then but then all of a sudden years later you're like, whoa, like it seems like you changed out of nowhere. Like, it's been happening for years, but you got to allow that room for growth. And sometimes you'll like the growth and sometimes you don't. And that's what happened, you know, to my marriage. And so, but to be able to respect that, at least like be willing to once again give space or give room for that growth. And like I see that same thing with my siblings, like for whatever way they change, you know, like I'm gonna give them at least that growth. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, I hope, like I'm open-minded to that, like that the reality that you're gonna change, the reality that like things happen in life, and you may have like winters and springs and summers, and so just being okay with that, and allowing people that space. Oh, anytime I see a dog, it's always better. And so yeah, but I don't think everyone does. I don't think everyone can, unless they've like been able to master the reality of like that changing, and been able to do the dance, right? Because it sucks. Like I said, it messes with the dynamics, it messes with the norm, it rocks the boat, and it's like all of a sudden you're this and this and this. Like, yeah, they're going through a metamorphosis, man. Just like your teenagers, like you're gonna have way more grace for your kids, I'm sure. Like, oh, they're being a little butt. Like, this is that butt phase where they're just punks and little jerks. And I watched Home Alone for like 5 seconds and I passed out. Yeah, and so you know, it's not going to be just like due to hormones though, and their bodies having that kind of, it's gonna, that's what's so weird. It's like this crystal, it's like an internal shift, internal change. And so there's no like, there's puberty, there's menopause, there's you know, your midlife crisis. Those are like the only adult ones you hear about, right? But there's way more going on than those. There's way more than what you hear and what you see. And so I think that's what's like important to realize is, so I just met one of my roommates and he just kept staring at me. I'm like, hi, what's up? I acknowledged him, he just like didn't do anything. He's a cutie. He looks like he looks like he's falling on hard times too. Which is weird because that means he's like right next to me. Hope he doesn't have a key to my place. Sus. Just kidding. That's like the owner. No way. I don't know. He looks beat up. I feel the way he looks like right now. Like I feel that way. Anyway, so the reality is like, yeah, like everyone's going through the things and it's different seasons, but you're gonna have way more like understanding, because like, yeah, it's supposed to happen around the age of the teens and stuff like that. That's supposed to happen around 40s for adults, and menopause around whatever, menopause around 40, 50s and 40s usually. But then when it's like unexpected, like, you're not supposed to be going through this. What's going on? You're just being dramatic. No, like that's what I'm saying. When you put in a lot of work, the growth part is so hard. It's I'm gonna put you down. That's what I'm saying. It's ugly and it's misunderstood. When you're working on stuff, what does that mean? Like, you're sitting alone a lot, you're journaling a lot, you're questioning everything. Like, I made that video and I just kind of like mentioning it, like, your parents gave you your name and they gave you everything else. Your belief, your stories, your identities, your traits that they told you, wow, you're really good at math. Wow, you're really this and not good at that. Like, they gave you those. The scarcity mindset, the abundant mindset, like they gave you all that. So you got to sit with yourself eventually. You can keep trying to do it while you're doing life, but you do have to make the time, I believe, to actually sit with yourself and be like, okay, so what is actually me and what is not? And that's what a lot of people don't do. They're not going to sit there and try to dismantle, because you're dismantling everything about your life, everything about your identity, and then seeing what's left. What are you then? what does Ben like? What does so-and-so like? And that's ugly, that's scary. So that's why a lot of people are just not gonna do it. And the biggest excuse that they'll say before, like, it's just scary, I just don't have the time. That sounds nice. That sounds like something to do if you had the time, if you didn't have this and this, kids and that. Oh, don't worry, your life has a way of kicking you in the nuts. Like, that's why I like that Mike Tyson quote. It's like, everyone has a plan till the plan punches you in the face or something like that, like, till life happens, essentially. And then you're like, okay, I should shut up and do the work. Yeah, it will do that. So make the time. That's why people go to therapy, and there's different ways of doing it, but you can just now go online and find ways to breath work or sit with yourself and start dismantling these identities, these little skits essentially that we've been given as kids, and play. I see it in my nieces and nephews all the time. Like, I have a super rebellious nephew who's like, he's essentially me as a kid. I'm guessing how I must have been. Like, it's hard to like him in that sense, like, because he's so much, and because of that, I see myself in him a lot. I'm like, oh man, it's really hard. That's probably what you felt subconsciously, and that's why you like built these walls, and you had to feel like you had to prove yourself. Like, everyone does it differently, right? But because you felt that subconsciously, like, yeah, I feel like shunned, like, for being too much, and that will follow. That it becomes a story he heard from his parents, and you know, you just play too rough or this and that, and it's always too much. And so the kid will create a story saying, I must be the problem, I am too much. Now, I'm not saying, like, he definitely's got some issues, and I do too. That's how I'm like, I see a lot of me in him. I'm guessing that must have been me. Like, his siblings treat him a little differently. When he walks in the room, I was like, oh shoot, maybe it's like a T-Rex. Like, maybe if you don't move, he won't realize you're there, and he won't break something or won't smack you or something. Like, I don't know, it's weird, right? But I'm guessing it was the same with me to a point where I was just like the destructive child, the destructive brother, because I had a lot of pent up passion, right? Like, it was like a lot of creative juices going nowhere because we had to survive. So it was just like, you can't be creative and build when that's all you want to do when you're trying to survive and like pretend your reality is not really your reality. It built a lot of like brokenness. Anyway, so but yeah, so I see it left and right. You have like all of them. My nieces and nephews, they all have like this personality, this mold that they fit in, and they gladly fit in that because it gives them purpose, it gives them a role, and they'll fulfill that duty to like an A grade, right? And that's what we're still doing as adults. And that's why I see like a lot in my siblings, a lot in like just everyone, like just like the more people you know, the more you get to know, the more you're like, oh, you're just fulfilling that role. Like, but what are you? Like, what are you really? Have you done that? Have you sat down and been like, you know what? I gotta start questioning that. Maybe that's not right. That's why, like, yeah, I think it's fun, but it's ugly. So you're going to be hated for it. You're going to be looked down. You're going to be looked at as the broken one, more so than you already have, if you have. You're going to be looked at as the struggling, the black sheep, the this and that, and that's okay. Like, it sucks. Yeah, it's even lonelier. That's why it's like, it doesn't make sense. You think you'd be welcomed for doing so much work. But because of what it looks like on the outside, they're like, this is not good. What are you doing, man? Like, you're all over the place. That's not, yeah, you're dismantling all those. It's old code that was made by DDoS, right? Like, not DDoS, DOS. Is that like the black and green one? I can't remember the old program for some reason. But yeah, like, you're running off that, a Windows 1 version instead of Windows whatever we have now, 20 million, right? Like, and you're trying to still, like, no, you're evolved, and you've hopefully continue to evolve. So yeah, keep working on yourself. So I don't know, I hope that makes sense. I'm not doing another car rant, and there will not be gym content. I'll have to like edit some stuff once my family leaves, and I'll post something else today. And yeah, just know I survived. Life still sucks, and life is still good. Like, it's the both, right? And I'm still working to change my reality, even though I live a completely different reality. And I have been doing it. I'm proud of what I've done. There's still a lot of work to do. There'll always be a lot of work to do. they can get discouraging though when you know how much you've changed, like in here. And even though it's starting to change on the outside, it's like, dude, so much has changed in here that I wish it was just like it shows, like boom, like there it is. Oh, and then, like, or someone like you know how Indians have the red dots, not feather Indian, but like the red dot Indians, and there's like black dots. There's like different dots depending on if you're married, single, blah blah blah. Like I wish there was like a manifestation like that would show like, oh, they're in their transition phase, not like transgender transitioning, but like, oh, they're metamorphosizing, like Morpheus. No, like, you know, I wish there was like a tell, like, oh, dude, this is good. He's there's something good going on there, versus like all you see is like what seems like this person doesn't know what they're doing. No, they're literally dismantling everything about the childhood before your eyes while surviving, like living, you know, doing everything else. And so with kids, that's why like parents just don't give themselves the time to do that, and then they eventually break. So when I went to quite a few group therapies, and I stuck with 4. I went to total 4, maybe more actually. And so it's like weekly things. I ended up facilitating one of them because I just became good at it. Like I was just like, I knew the criteria. So like I'm saying, like I was absorbing like a freak, researching more if I could, and just try to help the therapist there. And so eventually he's like, do you want to just help me run it? I'm like, yeah. Anyways, I would like, it looks ugly, and like all the guys there besides me had kids. I was the only one without a kid. Like they finally all had broken at some point. Something happened in their life. Like bodies shut down enough. Finally, like they already had issues. They're all like overweight, this and that. Like, but finally something chronic happened. A disease appeared. Cancer, stuff like bad. Like then they were there in therapy. Then finally they're like, okay, I got time now. My body's shut down. My kids hate me. Blah blah blah. Like they finally had time for themselves to do the hard thing, dismantle. And I wish there was like a softer word for dismantle, but that's how hard it is. You built this beautiful, you know, the Lego set. I like Legos. The giant Star Destroyer, the Death Star. Sorry, it's got, I forgot, like thousands and thousands of pieces. Now you have to take it apart, like completely, and then re-put those Legos into different bags, right? And then into the box, and then you're gonna rebuild a new one. And that's really what it is. That's why the sooner you start, the better, because there's so much dismantling. I thought I already worked on this. Oh no, we got more to do. So, adults with kids, I salute you, but do not wait until you're like every one of those groups that they're all married with kids, every single one of them, or divorced with kids. Either way, they have kids, except for me. Like, and I'm old. Like, I came into this game old. Imagine, like, I wish I would have came to therapy when I was earlier, like younger. But like I said, you think you're yeah, I'm good. I'm like thriving. I'm doing good. Still got money in the bank. Showed you where you hang. Like I don't know. Like you still like there's enough wins that you just keep going. But eventually, life pulls the e-brake on you. Like right now, I'm driving down this street. So if I pull this e-brake right now, that's what happens. And it's usually manifests in a health situation. That's what my therapist all said. Because there's an awesome book, The Body Keeps the Score. Your body remembers, and it just compounds and things just falling apart slowly. The wheel here, side view mirror, you know, a little tailgate, like whatever. Light goes off. Eventually, the e-brake gets pulled. Yep. So do not wait anymore for your engine just to blow, transmission just to fall out, which is the bigger fix, and start sitting down when you got a flat tire or something, right? And start dismantling everything your parents gave to you. They said, this is you. You are not that. Otherwise, we're screwed, because that's it. That's all we are. Like, they gave you the very stuck program. Like, you know, in Superman, the cool one with Henry Cavill, where there's like the warrior breed, the engineers breed, like everyone, like leadership breed, everyone was like made to have like a certain, that's pretty much what parents do. Like, you are this, and there's so much more. Like when Superman went to Earth, he was like doing, you know, he was a god pretty much, but we gotta decode everything and dismantle. That's why my book is called Decode. It's like called Decode Her, Decode He, or something like that. there's a little subtitle to it. But anyways, like that's why I named it that, because I'm like, ooh, like I realize that's what you gotta do. Like I don't know another better word for it, but like you're decoding, rewriting code. I don't know what you want to say, but like, and then you're like, oh, this is a lot. So I don't know. I am in a rant mood. So yeah, you don't have to listen to this. And have a good one. All right. It's 8 o'clock and it's Christmas Day. You get used to this. You get used to this darkness, though. You get used to this loneliness, and it's comforting. It's strange. After you've been in it just alone, no even candlelights or anything tonight, but it takes some getting used to. There's some growing pains. It's, as you saw in my last crash out video, like it was more unexpected than I thought, even though I knew, something was coming. I could feel it, but like I didn't think it would kind of force me to sit down. But here I am. So I took a nap, and that always is good. I don't think you should do anything like if it's, you feel, storms are brewing kind of thing. I think it's important to have food, sleep. So yeah, here we are, and we're gonna take advantage of the slowness. Hello, my friend. That thing is amazing. That is one way to wake up.
Ten years later.
No way. Hello, darkness, I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect for Christmas Day to be, just like this. It's what else was there? And I think that's when like your brain didn't, like, it was just going off memories. It's weird. Like, so it's like, yeah, you'll be surrounded by family and loved ones and loved one. Last year, I'm serious, I was non-existent. Like I do not remember. Like I will have to go through that, maybe through hypnosis, stuff like that. Like it was so traumatic for some reason. Oh, not for some. It was. I said that, and one of my sisters like, "Oh, come on!" I'm like, you of all would have been screwed. Her ability to emotionally regulate is the worst out of the four of us siblings, and she's the one that said, "Come on." I'm like, okay. Says the most emotional, regulated, precious princess. So we go to my journal. I've had this just for like a month, so it's pretty good because like I've plowed through it, and I've gone through one whole pen, so it's good. It, like this quiet time of solitude is powerful, and yeah, I've learned to embrace it, but I didn't expect like I explained in the last video, my soul to be in such anguish. Like my mind says no, but my body says yes.
My mind's telling me no, but my body's
my mind knew like feelings, and to let the clouds pass by. Like it knew to label them, to distance them, and to use all those tactics of psychology and cognitive development, IFS, things like that. Like I knew what to do, but with your soul, it was different. And that's why if you stuck around to the last video, to the very, like near the end, the last 30 minute stretch gets pretty real in my crash out video. Yeah, like I'm going to try to use that pain and alchemize it. And I also, because of that, I know, like, I don't want this if it's possible, you know? Like, I don't, like, having gone through this now, and I guess I did last year, but like I said, I don't remember. Like, I know that I would prefer to have someone next to me. Oh, my nephew. Here's my cool Lilo and Stitch. Anyways, that's ADD coming in. I would prefer to have someone next to me, for sure. But I'm definitely more prepared for it not to happen next year. Like, maybe I'm not. Like, that's the thing, is like, in here I am, but maybe my soul's just gonna cry about this again. And if so, then my darkness, my old friend, we start again. Like, and then we just write it out again and do all the tactics and hope we can embrace it all. And once again, not how I envisioned Christmas Day, Christmas night. And update on the gym, all of them closed. Oh, I was so pissed. But what are you gonna do? So here we are, and we're going to we're gonna just do some writing, and I'll get back to you later. Another update I want to give is it's strange. I hope the audio was okay. In editing, it didn't sound the best, but the fan is going. I'm a hot person, so like, I have the ceiling fan. I brought my own fan to this place, and I left the other fan in my place. But maybe I should have brought both fans. That it's also strange to see that my mind, I cannot wait for Christmas to be over. And so for those of you who feel that way too, I understand. Like, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym in the morning. Like, I'm so like that's my alcohol, that's my woman, you know, like my females, that's my weed, that's my cue in your addictive replacement. And I've been dying the last 2 days. You know, I feel like I'm losing, like, you can only write so much, like this, like I'm writing all kinds, like this thing is, I've written, I've talked, I've meditated again and again, and then it's still not next day yet, and then the editing helps. That's why I think people should create and give themselves a purpose. Shout out to my nephew who wants to be a YouTuber. Hopefully I can help inspire this, but you won't be seeing this until you, this is like rated X stuff probably for his poor little mind. Life is great. You'll love life. Everything's perfect. Everything is awesome. Until it's not. So I just want to bring that out, that like the reality is I cannot wait for Christmas to be over. And Thanksgiving was not as bad. Like, Thanksgiving was hard. It was really hard, but this was a crash out. Like I said, if you watched the last 30 minutes of my last video, it was really hard. Like, and that epiphany that I had right then and there, that my soul is wanting to shoot the eject button, that was real. Like, that happened in the moment, like that aha ding, you know, they call it downloads. That's what that was. I was like, holy cow, that's what my soul is saying. Because you have your mind, you have your heart, and then you have your soul, and it's distinct. And I kept kind of confusing them in the beginning of that long rant, but that's honestly what's happening. And my soul's like, dude, nothing you can do can help me. Like, nothing except for a human being. Like, that puzzle piece needs to connect like perfectly. And so it's just like a sad reality. So I feel you, I see you, and I hopefully you feel seen and heard and felt. And if you feel lonely, even though you're surrounded by loved ones, and in fact it like increases the loneliness, which is so bizarre, because I'm like, I should have been so happy. And I was like, it stings. Everything stings. You know, I joke about it too soon, too much too soon all the time. Yeah, that like continuously, too much too soon. And it was just really Christmas Eve night and then Christmas Day. Like, I guess that's today. Yeah, so it was like Christmas Eve, like it like built Christmas Eve, and then like at night, like it just got way bad. And it's so weird. It's so trippy. Even though like I knew the tactics and I was wearing all that, like my soul was just like, no, listen to me. Like my mind, like I can deal with that, I can numb it out, whatever. But my soul's like, like you got to pay attention. You got to listen to me. And I hear you. You freaking suck. And I hope you listen to the whole car ride video. And like that's also for you adults. Like I hope that made sense. Like I know I kind of go on rants, but those in the moment rants, like those are they can be useful. Like they can be good. And I know we listen to it times 2 speed, but maybe listen to it 1 time speed so you can truly download it. I know most parents personally, ain't nobody got time for that. Cue in the lady.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And that's okay. And also at the same time, I like if I feel like there's something good, I will re-listen to it in 1 time speed, which takes time. I know bandwidth is only so much time, but I will if I feel there's like a calling to it that might be important. It's almost over. The night's almost done. It's like 11 o'clock at night. So we made it. We're there. Tomorrow's the gym. Freak. And what's so weird is like, family, I love you. Like I'm glad I stayed subscribed. Unsubscribe yourself. Like freak off. Like, or just because you're gonna judge me regardless. But I don't want to. Like I don't want to deal with it. You know. Like, it's like you'll just make a fake account and then be like, oh, I'm a new subscriber. Like that's why I'm like, it's almost futile. But like I don't want to be judged. Like I hate being like, you can take so much and only so much, and then freak you guys. Because I'll get into the rant again, and I won't. So yeah, I am doing the best I can. That's all I can do. Besides that, and that's what all you guys can do, and that looks different. And so Christmas is not the same, and it's definitely a pain point now, and I want to avoid, and not a thing of love, peace, and beauty, and it used to be so pretty. That sounds so sad. I guess it's like you took this. I'm colorblind, but what I could see is a lot of colors, like neon colors, days or holidays, and now they're black and white. It's so strange. Anniversaries, birthdays. Sometimes it's like you're driving through a certain area, and it's like that place becomes black and white. And that's why if you live in your head, you're dead, because I'm like, it's torturous. It's tormenting you. And then the soul kind of feels it too, always. It's just our thing. So this was a good learning experience, and we'll see what next year brings. I know a lot can change in a year, that's for sure. And at the same time, not much. But I'm hoping that at this rate, if I keep this up, I can't say. Life has shown me so many things, but I hope and I pray and I think that it can be in a completely different situation in a year's time from today. And we can go back to this video to be like, did it happen? Is that true? And I definitely hope so. I hope, like, there's a lot of things like I hope not to be working where I'm working. Freak that guy, fat drunkard. I don't know. There's some people you should never work with, and at the same time, thank you. At the same time, freak you. And then, I would love to be in a totally different space. Even physically, I'd like to be far more jacked. These titties. I would like to be in a better state. I plan to be by April. So that'll be good. I'll make it. And I don't say like I'll be ripped. Like I'll have a 6-pack. And I'll probably have love handles a little bit. And that's okay. Like, I'm okay there. Like, that back fat is last things to go. And so, I like to have my full 6 again, or 8 if I lift up my titties. And I'm okay with that. So, a lot needs to change still, but I'm grateful for this growth experience. It sucks nuts. Like, bad ones. Like, and I wish you the best through it too. And I wish I could be there with you. Like, if you're going through this similar situation and you're lonely on a Christmas, like, I now feel so much more for you guys. I wish I could do something. I wish there was something created. Like, just like I invented, like, one day you'll be able to smell through cameras. You'll be able to, like, thanks for smelling that candle. Like, that smells so good. Like, I'll be able to share stuff. Like, one day we'll be able to, like, share, like if you have so much love that you'd be able to share it and you can give it to others, I hope that can transfer one day. That you're not alone. Like, I can't fill those holes. That sounds...
Got him!
Gosh, I hate my mind sometimes. But you can, those wounds, but you don't have to be alone through it. You can have someone there to kind of virtually hold your hand through it. And that's what I'm trying to create something for them, because there's a need. I see an obvious need. Like, this loneliness, it sucks. And it's weird because you do need the other sex, the opposite sex, if you're straight or hetero. So, like, you need that. And I hope I could, like, provide a way to supplement that, to help that, or facilitate some kind of, I don't know. That's why I'm just doing this, because I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know what, but I just know I should. It's just a feeling. It's a gut feeling. And so I'm trying to create something. I'm trying to, I don't know. But I hope there's some help in your loneliness. For you ladies, I know I have a few lady subscribers. Shout out to the lady I met, Chris Williamson podcast. Thank you for subscribing. It's weird to, like, actually know you too, like, and then, like, do these videos. I don't think you're gonna watch them all, and that's okay. But if you did watch this one, shout out to you. And I hope you're not alone. I know you're divorced too, and we had a long chat. We got to know each other, and you feel alone. Like, this is to you specifically, and you can touch grass only so much. And so just know that in your loneliness, you're also not alone. I feel you. Like, I get you. Like, I understand to a point how sucky this is. And virtual hug. You know, I wish you had someone. I hope you found someone, and I hope you do. I hope you don't give up on yourself. And I hope none of us do, right? And yeah, all right. Merry Christmas. Have a good one.